All right, here's a rundown of what we've got so far. This is obviously the motor assembly, and you can adjust it up and down by loosening this, and then tightening this one tilts it this way, lock it in place. You can raise it up and down. There's a setting dial here. You can obviously rotate it this way. There's a setting jig here that you can raise and lower, but that's just for holding this arm tooth for doing things. So this is the primary way in the front, and this is the lock for that way. So I can, once it's loose, this thing can rock back and forth. And you can either lock this entire assembly to the way. You can use this micrometer dial to move it in and out. It's moving left and right as I turn this. There's an engraved line here, maybe hard to see. I can set a 0 and then move it a precise amount, or go back to a particular stop point. Once I get it where I want, I can lock it in place. And then this is the whole workhead assembly that I just made. Obviously the motor is spinning, there's a belt in here, the wheel spins. The whole idea is if I unlock this, I can slide it on the way to about where I want it. And then there's another assembly I have to build where the tool head rides on this arm. There's actually a longer one as well. There's two modes of operation. You can either lock it to the front way, or you can let it rotate on the front way freely, and then you can set how far it moves with this. It's yet to be created. There's a differential screw that goes here that I can control exactly how far, very precisely how far it goes, because it's going to rest against this back bar. Again, you can lock it in place when you're done. If I need grosser movement, I can turn this whole thing. I need to put a bush here, and then lock this in place where it goes. Then this whole workhead assembly, I can tilt it, once I figure out where 0 is, once I get this thing precisely aligned, I have to swing back and forth and indicate. I'll scribe a line on this brass part, and then I can see exactly what angle I'm setting things at. Once I get the angle I want here, I lock that one in place. Then I can rotate this direction with this knob. There's stops that I can move around, and if I want to return to a particular place, these will be eventually ground at exactly 15 degrees, plus or minus 15 degrees off center. And again, lock that in place. What other dimension of freedom do I have? So the tool head rotates this way, and then the tool itself can be pushed in and out. So there's lots of degrees of freedom on this. And I can also move the cutter head assembly. I think that's it. There's still a lot more to do here. Getting all of these handles so they lock in exactly the right position was actually a fairly significant task in itself, much less just turning all the ball knobs. And that's where we are. One more assembly, this tool head assembly, then I've got a working machine.